Hey guys, it's Chris Lopez, SFG Level 2 Kettlebell Trainer from kettlebellworkouts.com, and today we're going to talk about how to get strong, build muscle, and burn fat using kettlebells. One of the biggest questions that we get when we use kettlebells is how are we supposed to get stronger when we only have one weight? The way we do that is through what's called density. And today I'm going to talk to you about a 3-level approach on how to build a proper program, or what your perfect program would look like if you wanted to get strong, build muscle, and burn fat. Now, getting stronger is one of the things where you have to understand that strength is a skill. And we use density in the kettlebell world to build strength. Whereas in traditional strength training, you would take a bar and you would constantly add weight and just go heavier, heavier, and heavier. What we like to do in the kettlebell world is focus on one single weight, maximizing tension, and understanding that strength is a skill. Now, strength is the foundation for all your programs, be it hypertrophy, be it fat loss, be it endurance. Any of those qualities, you need strength to be able to really maximize your training results. That's why our organization is called Strong First, because you need to be strong first, no matter what. So therefore, strength is our foundation. It's the foundation on which everything else is built upon. Now, first explaining density, all density is being able to do a certain amount of work within a given period of time. So for example, if I'm doing a very heavy get-up, if I've got, like, say, a 32 kilogram kettlebell, and I'm going to do as many get-ups as I can with perfect form using that 32 kilogram kettlebell for a given time frame. So say, for example, 10 minutes. Now, the beauty about density is that density is efficient. If I'm going to set myself for 10 minutes doing as many get-ups as I can, then that's all I'm doing. So it's efficient in the sense that I've got a set time, and you can maximize that time going up to like 20, 25, maybe even 30 minutes if you wanted to, although that'd be pretty crazy. Or just use 10 minutes and really focus on, again, maximizing tension. The second good thing about density is that it's measurable. So again, within that 10-minute time frame, I've got that 32 kilogram kettlebell. I'm alternating get-ups on each side. If in my first session I'm able to do 10 get-ups, then in my second session I'm gonna gun for 11 or 12. If I've got 11 or 12, or if I've done 11 or 12 in that second session within that 10-minute time frame, then I know that I've improved. I've gotten stronger, I've gotten better at the skill, and my body therefore will improve as well. Therefore, it's measurable. That's how you measure your improvement when you're using density. Third, the emphasis is on skill. Again, that's how we get strong with kettlebells. It's about maximizing tension, because we don't have the luxury of constantly adding weight to the bar or adding weight to the kettlebell. We focus on tension and the skill emphasis of our density training. So density is one of those tricky things to play with, though, because you don't want to be getting into the trap of having to chase reps or having to feel the burn. You want to really try to develop strength, try to really improve your skill of strength, maximizing tension in all the muscles required. And that's how we get stronger. We improve at the skill. So when we plateau, or when we top out, or if you can't do any more get-ups within that 10-minute time frame, then that's when you know that you've owned your kettlebell, and it's time to either A, increase the amount of time that you're training for. So instead of doing 10 minutes of get-ups with a 32 kilogram kettlebell, you'll do 12 minutes, or you go up to a heavier kettlebell. So you move up to the 36 and you start all over again. And that's why, again, that goes back to efficiency. If we feel like we've owned that kettlebell and that we've done as many as we can do within that time frame, and we haven't improved, then we can move up to either a heavier kettlebell, or we can increase that time that we're working to, for example, 12 minutes. And so that's how density comes into play. Now, again, you've got to understand, strength is a skill, and it is the foundation for what we're doing. So if you think of that perfect program as, I don't know, like say an ice cream sundae, and I like ice cream, and I hope you like ice cream too, because I'm going to use this as an example, then strength is your container. So if I've got a container the size of a shot glass, then I'm not going to be able to fit very much into it. So if I wanted to add, like, I don't know, like hypertrophy, that'd be like some type of ice cream. Or if I wanted to add fat loss, then that'd be another type of ice cream. Or again, like I was saying before, endurance. And you'll see that it's kind of spilling over, right? So with strength as your container, what we want to do is we want to increase the size of that container so that we can do more things. So we want a container Again, if we're talking about an ice cream sundae, that's my nice little goblet, then we want a huge container because now we can add mounds of ice cream of different flavors that will fill to the top. And so strength is that container for which you're gonna put all the other physical qualities in. And that's why strength is the foundation of any good program. Be it kettlebell or not, you've gotta be strong first. You've gotta have that baseline foundation. Now, if you wanna go a little bit deeper, I mean, movement would come in underneath it. You've gotta be able to move well first, but this is under all intents and purposes under the assumption that you're able to move well, that you can squat, that you can lunge, that you can push, pull, do all of those things without any dysfunction, then strength would be your foundation. Okay, so that's how strength comes into play and why it's the foundation and why we use density for our kettlebell training to build strength. We've only got that one single weight, and so we want to focus on the skill of strength and being able to do a little bit more work within that given period of time. In the next video, I'm going to show you the second level that will help us build muscle. So the second level of our perfect program. So I'll see you guys in the next video.